surprise guest on Zoom. Coming soon. One of us don't know what's going on. One of us don't know what's going on. There's gonna be a surprise guest on Zoom. Coming soon. Your baby girl is coming soon. Coming soon. One of us don't know what's going on. One of us don't know what's going on. There's gonna be a surprise guest on Zoom. Yeah, coming soon. Your baby girl is coming soon. There's gonna be a surprise guest on Zoom. Yes, coming soon. Yeah, baby girl.
Right, so this is a surprise guest from me to Joe.
Yes. What a shit present.
Turn the chair around.
Okay, I had a little idea that this is only for you. Oh. How about that? How do
I get nothing out of that. Turn your head round. I'm not interested. I'm getting nothing out of that. I'm getting it. Just have it how it was.
Okay, I moved my camera.
Oh, turn your head down. Spin the chair round.
Give me 30 seconds.
If the person comes, if she.
Okay, little clip.
Turn around.
Oh, was that a little double bluff?
So, got a surprise guest coming on.
I don't think you're clever enough to do a double bluff in that panic moment. Okay, I'm turned round. Fucking hell. Right, okay.
How you feeling?
Honestly, woke up tense. Then have moments I forget there's a surprise guest.
I don't like looking at your left eye. Can you turn right the way round? I don't want you seeing anything.
I think my lazy eye is my right eye.
Right.
Okay, am I here? Can I be heard? All right. Oh, fucking hell, it's worse. I think we should drop this. I know you won't let me, but it's tense.
Yeah, but you're going to have a lot of fun next week.
Yeah, when you do.
To.
God, I've got like a sick feeling in my stomach. Have you ever done? I've never done it.
Oh God, I feel a bit sick. I feel sorry for you.
Do you know that thing, that I guess corporate thing, where you have to catch someone as they drop? I feel I'm about to do that. I feel like I'm sort of safe. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm sure when you do one of those things, you don't think no one's going to drop you, but you also go, I don't really want to do it because it's I don't usually fall backwards and let someone catch me. I feel a bit like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what would really piss me off? If like just
hang on, Joe. Hang on, Joe.
Are they here?
Yeah, hang on.
Are they here?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell! I suppose it's been short.
Okay, Joe. If you would like to spin round in the chair now.
Oh fucking hell! You double bluffed me.
Hello, Toby.
Hello, Toby. How are you?
I'm not sure whether that's a pleased fucking hell or not a fucking hell.
Oh, it's lovely. It's honestly, Toby.
It's Toby Foster, everyone.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello. I
mate.
can't quite hear you, Toby. Shit. I think we can.
It's a little bit low. Oh God, I feel all the tension's gone.
I've just walked in the door, been busy, so nothing's plugged in yet. You've got to miss yourselves. I'm sure
I
that'll
like
be
the way
fun.
you came on early.
Fucking hell, he's getting all his leads out.
Catapult.
And a catapult.
Tickets for Peter Kay's show. Fucking anybody wants them, I got stacks. Can't move from in here.
It sounds like he's walking towards the mic. We're never getting there.
Find it. You people know more than I do. Our people do this.
Us young people, you mean?
That's precisely. My daughter's a bird. I don't know how to do this.
I'm feeling much better about how good I am at podding at this very
Why have
moment.
you got a catapult next to you?
It's not a catapult.
That is definitely a catapult.
Oh, what is it?
It's a magapult.
A what?
Magapult.
What's
Maggot.
I assumed this was how they would start.
It's for maggots, right?
It's for
Oh,
maggots.
is it a magapole?
Oh, for fishing. Tell me you fish as well.
No. There's a bloke next door, I fucking hate him. So I got this, and they go everywhere. When he sleeps with his window open. I sit on that. You can get about a pint and a half through in a night. When he wakes up in the morning, they're down as far as his cellar.
Wow, he's got a cellar.
He's got a sense to go somewhere.
What's happening?
It's all right. So,
Oh, fucking hell.
I've seen this before. This is better than normal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about.
yeah, it's too fair.
You're on brand, Toby. I really enjoy watching you set up for some reason.
Same here.
You know full well it's going to disappear in a minute. His internet's going to go down. Or something.
Hey, it's all right. This is
Here we
what.
go. Oh, it'll be amazing if we can actually hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, sort
Well,
of.
it does sound like you're doing it from in a bath or something.
Well, it's called the North.
Oh,
Let's have a look at his lounge.
Now it's turning.
Fucking hell, this is weirder. So now we're looking at Toby's lounge.
It's not the,
It's a bit-
Not even seeing Toby. Now we can see Toby.
it's not the lounge. It's the study.
The study.
That
Okay,
was
that's a bit better. Sounds a bit better.
very middle class. One,
study.
two, 1, 2. Oh, look at that fucker. 1, 2.
Hello, mate.
Oh, can you say one? Yeah, can we hear you again, Toby? To
1,
make
2,
sure.
1, 2, 1, 2.
It's still quite quiet, my end, David.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tap your mic, Toby. No, it's not coming
Yeah,
through.
it's not working.
Shit.
Is it connected to Zoom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this so enjoyable to watch? I think it's the concentration level I'm
I'm
enjoying.
walkie-talkie.
There's a walkie-talkie, yeah.
Do it on a walkie-talkie.
Yeah. Fucking hell, what's that?
God, you got all the equipment.
None of it's
Just
plugged
none of it's
into anything.
attached.
These,
Fucking hell.
you know what these are? These are I got these with a sex swing.
What else do you need?
With
Do you
a
need
what?
with a sex swing?
There you go, what that is.
Now I've got a vision in the head. I don't mind if this takes an hour, if I'm honest.
No, I don't either. That's exactly what I want.
He didn't even have the
hell.
headphones in for about 10 minutes.
Oh, right. Just hold on a minute. Wait there. Wait there.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Annabelle! Annabelle!
get Annabelle in.
I need a lead! Come here, love!
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, my daughter's coming in.
Oh, God.
She'll be
Bloody
great.
hell, spells.
She'll be great at it, honestly. Just let me. Annabelle!
Does he take his
There is
headphones?
no Annabelle.
Why does he take his headphones out to shout?
David.
Hello, Annabelle.
You know, Joe, you've never heard of David. I need a lead to that.
Fucking hell. Oh, pardon my language.
Get out then. And no, I need to bring us a lead, love.
Bring us a lead, a general lead, doesn't matter what kind of lead. Dog lead? Well, I've seen more of the top of his head than him.
When we started.
Oh, this is all going in.
Yeah, well, this is going in. Bloody hell, this is...
I don't know how you follow this, if I'm honest, David.
No.
This is life. This is how I live. I mean, it's not even. I'm not putting any of this on, obviously.
No.
If you put this on,
No, I haven't.
that's it. That's,
Hell of an actor if you are.
Yeah, imagine he turns around, all this setup's amazing.
no, it's
It's
not.
been an act.
Genuinely not. I got that. So that's it.
What's that?
There we go, microphone.
Well, a microphone, a kid's microphone.
Small already.
Walkie-talkie.
Is that the other walkie-talkie or the same one?
Toby's just pulling stuff out of his drawer at the moment.
So look at that. Look at that. Rolex.
What's that? Rolex watch? Package or booklet?
It's a pamphlet about a Rolex watch.
I found it. Empty wine.
Empty wine bottle.
This is getting bleaker.
Shut up. I should have done this before.
Do you know what? Dermot O'Leary was exactly the same as it.
Was it?
I don't know why you're not on Radio 1.
Yeah. Neither. Let me get rid of that.
Fucking hell.
Changing his headphones. He's not happy with his headphones. He's changing the. Oh, we're having a look at the room
Literally
again.
can't see it, hear anything now.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Oh,
How's that?
Yeah, great.
loads better. What did you do?
I've no idea.
How has putting different headphones on made you louder?
That's magic, you see. That's northern magic for you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, magic.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
How are
anyway.
you, Toby?
Well, I'm nearly ready. Hang on.
Yeah. What are you doing now?
Change his glasses.
Mark it, rock and roll.
Oh, I'm getting a grab of that. Put them back on, mate. I'm having the grab of that.
Right. Looks like a filter.
Now. Oh,
Yeah.
It's like a special with a hitman.
Looks like a filter, isn't it? So those things.
A cheap hitman, but a hitman.
Well, you say cheap. Not very good with his microphone.
So your microphone's not doing anything.
Not plugged in.
Your £90 microphone is not plugged in at this point.
Hang on a minute. That's my wife.
Annabelle.
No, that's my wife. This is Nikki.
Oh, hello.
That's
Hi
Sorry.
there.
You like this film with the robot. She liked your film with the robot.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I thought it was shit.
Did you? Why didn't you like it,
No, I
Toby?
loved it. Shut up. We absolutely loved it. And Joe's.
Hi, Joe.
You know, Joe.
Hello, how are you?
Right, I think you've got right. You love.
Has he got
I
all the
don't
leads,
need
you know?
him
He's got a
now.
little cup of tea coming.
You've got a team of people to plug your mic in for you, Toby. See where all your money goes.
Shut the door. There we go. How can I help you?
Now.
Can I be of assistance?
Well, we're out of time, if I'm honest.
Oh, is it?
Lazy weekday morning, giving it up for you. Lazy weekday morning, giving it up for you. Podcasting, recording, giving it up for you. Podcasting, recording, giving it up for you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, y'all. Chatting our balls off. Chatting our balls off. Chatting balls. Chatting balls.
You think you're off to her, that fucker?
What's that?
Peter Katekiss, seriously. That's thousands of them. He's making out like they're all sold out. I've got thousands. I'm going to put them on eBay, tickets out. I've got a StubHub. This is all I do for him. I've got thousands of them.
Flipping hell.
Thousands.
God.
Anybody else wants some?
Are they really out PK tickets, are they?
Yeah, the loads, all for
Why have you
checking.
got them?
Hey,
Why have you got them?
I do his signatures and everything. Do you know what? This is a true story. This true story, right? So he's doing this tour, like the world's biggest ever tour. Sent me an email yesterday. He says, "Have you got any funny stories about comedy clubs?" Fucking write your own. He's going on to 2025. I got an email saying, "Have you got any funny stories?"
What?
Good.
Is that true? Has he not got the stuff yet then?
No. Of course he's got the stuff. Do you remember lockdown? It could be like that. It'd be funnier. I'm going to leave it Magapult. Straight in.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking Paddy McGuinness's car. Terrible.
Where are
Anyway.
you, Toby? Where are you, Toby?
No
Where are
idea.
you?
You're going to have to ask me an easier one than that. I've no idea. I'm at home. I'm at
Where is
home.
you're in Manchester.
No, Rotherham, where the pedos live. Yeah. I'm in Rotherham, which is, how did that be out? Yeah, just on the Sheffield-Rotherham-Barnsley border.
Right.
So about 34 miles from the middle of Manchester. Can I tell these are ridiculous? Just realised.
There we go. Oh,
Toby's
fuck me.
And I'm literally just going from work. I do breakfast on BBC Radio Sheffield.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
How was that this morning? Do you prep much or?
Yeah, you can see what I'm like.
Well, I was going to say, yeah. How are you a radio DJ?
No idea. 4:30. Yeah. So we start at 6 till 10, mainly speech, obviously, and of course there's all problems at the minute. They're all about shutting it down and all that messing
Really?
about. Yeah.
What?
So, because they're arseholes. Well, no, there's, just repurposing money, and I don't get it.
How long have you done it for?
20 years.
Shit. So
Yeah.
if
What,
you
5
stop-
days a week?
Mate, you don't get a study like this.
just for
You know what I mean?
he has an enormous study.
The study's got a telly in it and a chair we don't even use, that one there. So,
A chair in the middle of the room.
Toby, when we started doing this, we wanted to do a daily podcast. We like 1 in every 2 or 3 records, we can't be fucked.
Yeah,
And so we find it really hard to hide it.
yeah.
How do you do it? When you're feeling like a bit crap, life's a bit shit, or you feel a bit ill, or...
You just have to, you have to really. It's either I'll get a job. Well, I've had them. And they're shit.
What about with gigging? What about with gigging? Do you still?
You've got your own
late
club,
some-
haven't you?
But
Yeah.
But what time do you get in and then?
I don't gig so much now. I got poorly, I got quite ill. Yeah. To death. If they're not caught it. Yeah.
What happened?
It's like a long COVID type thing that just.
No.
Yeah, so I was this time last year totally fit. Well, not totally fit, obviously. You don't have to be qualified to see that I could do it losing a pound or 2. But fit enough. Did the whole MOT thing. Then got COVID. And it just then hit me. And then all of a sudden couldn't breathe. A problem with my heart. Problem with my lungs. Honestly, all good now. Just but it was a dose of hospital.
How long were you in hospital for?
A week and a half or something.
Were you scared?
Yeah, petrified, mate. Yeah, I'm the same age now as my dad was when he pegged it, which is really interesting because it's only now that I realise. Because obviously it was bad when we lost him, and then you thought, sad, he's only 53, but I was only 27. 53 seemed miles off.
Yeah.
And now when you realise how much there's still that you want to do,
Yeah.
and you don't really, want to die.
Yeah. So you got COVID this time last year,
I think 3 times.
Flipping hell.
and only the 3rd time it got you as that bad.
What it was, I got it twice, and the 3rd time I got it was Christmas Eve, which meant that on Christmas Day I had to wave 18 of my family up as they went to a frankly awful hotel for Christmas lunch, and I got to stay in by myself with a bottle of Baileys and a Bonton. It was the best Christmas ever. So I got COVID, symptom-free, totally symptom-free. And then after about a week, I started going...
Just at the first time?
The third time.
Oh, the 3rd time, right.
Yeah.
And then I started blowing clear, and that's when I got poorly. And I felt shocking. And then, like I say, atrial fibrillation, COPD, just everything. Now, atrial fibrillation shows up on every 5th tracing that we're doing now, so it's barely there. The COPD, they've got away with it. My oxygen is now back up to 98%. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm doing okay.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And thankfully, one of the things that fat blokes at 50s do is that we avoid doctors like the plague because they tell you to stop drinking because they're all bastards. So what I have done is I've been right in front of the doctors at 53 and fat. And they've gone, actually, this isn't too bad. Have a bit of a restart here and we're okay.
Right.
So I've not had a drink now or a cigarette for 3 months. Getting out and about a bit more, that's taking some doing. So obviously with the COPD. The biggest one has been the COPD and my voice, obviously, because my voice ain't great. And I use it 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So were you struggling to breathe then, Tony?
Yeah, massively, mate, massively.
Oh,
God, that was so scary.
Yeah. We run 2 festivals. We do a festival in Bakewell called Peakender, which we kind of run the entertainment at. But then we have a festival that's ours. We run it every year just up the road. There's me and a mate who run it. It costs a fortune. And we had it on September the 16th, and I can't remember it. I was there.
No.
Can't remember it. Yeah, and it was just the next day my wife just got me up and went, that's it. And she phoned 999. She said, all I've heard.
So you did it. You did it whilst feeling poorly, and then
Yeah, I can't remember it. I just went and ran this whole festival. And then Nikki just said on the Sunday, she said, all I've done all night is listen to your breathing. You're going to hospital. And that was it.
When you say you're struggling with breathing, is it just really shallow breaths you can take?
I was taking, I think it was mainly when I was sleeping. They wondered if it was sleep apnea. And you're just not getting the oxygen. Your breathing's ineffective.
sounds like asthma. It's a bit like that.
Yeah. So it was scary for me. It was the being in hospital thing that was scary, obviously, because I was in a ward with 3 other blokes who were all much older than I was.
With COVID?
No, with all sorts. I mean, there was one lad, oh Jesus, one lad in his 90s, been in hospital for 11 months. And the only reason he was in, he had like a voice box thing there that they'd take out, and they had to clean it. And he needs cleaning 3 times during the day and twice during the night. And he was perfectly well, but they couldn't discharge him because there was nowhere where he could go to get the care that would clean it at night.
Oh my God! So he was just stuck in this cycle.
11 months in hospital, John.
Oh man.
In his 90s. Now, I mean, it was in a nice hospital. Barnsley nurses are as much fun as you would imagine. The big fun. I don't suppose it's an awful place to be if you're in your 90s. You feel safe, but it's still not home. You've got to wait for home.
No.
But
And
it was
it's
just
also
this
a
thing.
waste of a bed if you
It's a
can
bed,
go somewhere else and just have someone do that for him in a different care facility, basically.
The worst thing was, bizarrely, I was in when it all got resolved and they found him a care home. And what was apparent was how institutionalised he'd become, because he was petrified of leaving hospital. All he wanted to do was leave hospital. When it happened, petrified. A lovely lad, I mean, top lad, just joking all the time and big fun to be around, but just proper knackered by the whole experience.
When you were in there, were you aware of how shit your condition was?
Or is it in hindsight you look back and go,
Yeah.
fucking hell, that was a close call?
When I was in there, all I was doing was feeling sorry for myself and all the stuff that I was going to miss, because I live 30 yards from the pub, and I've never, as it turns out, I was probably a functioning alcoholic, although I never thought of myself as such, because what happened was I finished work at 10 in the morning. So I'll come home, I'll spend a couple of hours, like we all do, cocking about, pretending we're working when we're really on Facebook. Bit of club work, and then about 4 o'clock, I'd nip across to the pub.
Yeah.
All the lads are then coming home from work, have an hour, which for me is a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
and then pick up another bottle, toddle back over here at 5 o'clock and cook tea.
Yeah.
And we sit there, which just means that out of nowhere I was having 2 bottles of wine a day.
Yeah.
which you know, I'm never drunk. I'm never up late. I'm still in bed for 8 o'clock every night.
Yeah.
But actually, when you sit back, you go, actually, that's 2 bottles of wine a day.
Yeah.
And if somebody pops in who I've not seen, and I've got another 10 minutes, then there might be another glass, you know.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I really enjoyed it. We all, you know, I sit around, have a pint and a laugh. It's, you know, just talk rubbish about football and stuff. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to miss that. And I think I was really lucky because I had this week in hospital.
Yeah.
All the bits that you would normally go through of not sleeping and feeling antsy and DTs and off the cigarettes, that wasn't there. Because they were waking me up every 2 hours to my blood pressure anyway.
Right.
So I wasn't getting a lack of sleep. It was just these people wouldn't let me go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I didn't really kind of crash. I didn't find it difficult. So I've come out, and that's whatever it was, September 16th. Not a drink, not a cigarette, not even wanted one. I've even been back in the pub, got a Diet Coke, which is just incredible, really, for me.
How fucking lonely is it in hospital? Oh, that's the bit that I'm like.
Yeah, you are, until they come and you want them to go. You know, visiting's shit. Well, yeah, because, you know, you're sat there being useless.
Right. Fuck.
You know, you know the score. You got your people around you that you love, and you got your kids and all this, and you're the dad, and you're big and hard. Eh? And I'm sat there thinking, I can't get to the shower without being out of breath. And you don't really want anybody. I don't mind it. When I'm 90, I'm going to be fine. I'll bring on the bed bath. But just at 50, you just don't really want it.
Yeah.
So the visiting's not. You'd rather they didn't really. They're having to mess about and try and park and stuff. So there was a bit of it. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible, but it's better than the alternative.
Yeah. Did you know Bobby Ball, Toby? Because we were working with him when he got it.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I didn't know him very well, but I interviewed him and talked to him briefly. What a lovely bloke. I know people knew him well, and you know, just a lovely fella by all accounts.
Yeah, I had a thing come up, you know, the Facebook memory thing.
Yeah.
It came up because it must be 2 years, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, because we were writing a series for him, and we were literally finishing off Ep 6, and then we got this phone call, and his voice had been in our head for like 6 months.
Because it was the second series, we knew him.
Oh, that's weird.
You know, how he would behave, and it was that was hard, wasn't it?
Fucking MAGA pulse to COVID. I didn't expect this.
Can we go back to MAGA pulse?
I've got all sorts of.
Do you know what Ricky nicknamed? I think Ricky nicknamed Toby. Do you know what his nickname for Toby was?
Oh, I think I know. I can't remember.
It was one take Toby.
Oh,
wasn't
that's
it?
right. Yeah.
Just nails it in one take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not telling you that's true.
So it was a good take.
I hated that about working with him.
What?
And I really enjoyed working. He doesn't cock about, does he?
No, it gets on with
He
it.
just bang, that's it, done.
Yeah. Well, he sometimes cocks about. Suddenly you spend 2 hours on a scene.
I just go in and he'd say, right, say that line. I go, there's that line. I go, that's it, fine. And you're like, no, that can't be right. Surely I can get that much better. But he doesn't do that, does he? He just takes it and makes it really good. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed working with him. He was a lot of fun to work with, isn't he?
Yeah.
I really did find that.
Toby, can I ask, When you were making Phoenix Nights, did you know that you were making something brilliant when you were doing it?
No, I mean, if I were to go, no, we didn't. That'd make it even bigger than it was. We had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, mate, I'm not entirely sure that any of us look at it like that anyway. No, well, we didn't. I mean, we just didn't. We genuinely didn't. But bear in mind, we were as green as grass. I mean,
What you mean? You look back at it now and go, "What is it any good?" Do you feel like that about it?
To a degree, yeah. Well, yeah.
But it's just had that so much warmth, and it was just so funny.
Funny, yeah.
But it just seemed, and it just, I don't know, it was so different because it was sort of, I don't know, quite mundane and raw and funny, and like
There's so many funny characters as well. You go from him.
We were just coming off the back of, for us, obviously Royal Family was like a religion. You know, I mean, I remember being at our house, Nicky and I just started seeing each other. A house that we had in Barnsley, watching Royal Family. I just like, what's she done? This is just amazing.
Did you know Craig and?
Yeah, bare bits, tiny bits. Got to know them afterwards, after Phoenix Nights, but I knew them tiny bits anyway. And we were just watching, going, this nothing will ever touch this. This is just, and I'm not entirely sure. I've got to be honest. I'm not entirely sure what does. I just think when the moment's right, there's no final telling. I don't think.
No, it's the first couple of series. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Just so good. So we'd watched that. We were all stand-ups. None of us were actors, and we'd just all come together. And
were you in your sort of mid-20s?
I'm nearly 30, I think.
Right.
Yeah, nearly 30. So we were all knocking around the circuit. So it was just, you know, I think we thought we were playing at it, really. And we didn't have a clue. I'll never forget, before it started, we didn't know we didn't know if we were going to be superstars. We didn't know if we were going to... we used to walk down I remember walking down Deansgate to go to the Comedy Store with Justin Morehouse.
Yeah.
Tiger Face. And at the bottom of Deansgate was a Harley Davidson dealership. And in the window, they got a Harley Fat Boy, 14,500 quid. And I'd had my motorbike license and never been able to afford a motorbike. And I'm staring at this thing every time I used to go to the store. And I remember walking down with Justin saying, as soon as that check comes from Phoenix Nights, I'm having that. So by the Wales, I'm having that. And the check came and it was 5,800 quid for the entire series. I couldn't afford the wheels. And I mean, we were that green. We just didn't have a flipping clue. And then what? We were lucky because actually hardly anybody watched Series 1.
They didn't know, watch what? The opening?
Series 1.
Didn't they?
No. So when Series 2 came out, the DVD went balmy and we got a check for 28 grand.
Oh, flip.
Yeah. While I was sat on holiday, I was in France. My phone starts picking up. You checked your bank. I thought they were taking a piss. All the lads from Phoenix Nights. I literally thought it was a wind-up because I was on holiday. Check your bank. And the DVD had gone in from the first one. And that's what paid us. I said, you know, we weren't millionaires, but
we missed the old
time,
sweet DVD time. That ended before
That's what Craig said to us. He said they made a load on VHS with the Royal Family.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it switched to DVD, they made it again.
Because everyone rebooted it.
Yeah. So Jimmy Carr, you know, and Dara, the stuff that they made on DVD at Christmas was just...
You knew when it had come to an end, when they were all doing them on like Netflix and Amazon. You go, oh, okay, that's the new... But I know it's not the same cash cow, but they'd religious, like Jimmy had religiously done like 18 years or something. Boom, 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 DVD.
Yeah. And, you know, that's gone now, isn't it? And it was for us. I mean, Peter Deal's thing, he had enough. Once he saw we were earning money, that was it, gone. So...
and did it, profile-wise, did it make a huge difference? Did it get things like the radio thing, or did it all help? Did it all tie in? I don't know. Like,
it got me the radio show, without a shadow of a doubt. And then you make your decisions, don't you? So
there was a couple of agents wanted me to sign, but at the time,
Did you not have an agent at the time then, Toby?
No, I've never had an agent.
Have you not?
No, never, no. So I was 32, but then I was 32, I was living up here, the radio came in, and at the time, guaranteed money every day for a year.
Yeah.
I wasn't going anywhere, mate. I mean, the money wasn't great, but it was every day to do the afternoons, and I got that because of the interview for Phoenix Night. So I did the afternoons.
Oh, so you went on there and did an interview on the radio?
On Radio Sheffield for Phoenix Night. They gave me a job. Oh, wow. That's local radio for you, 20 years ago, yeah. So, and so there were a couple of decent, agents you know of, who wanted me to sign. And I thought, it's my stand-up. I've got every Friday and Saturday in the diary. I've got every day where I'm going to be doing the radio. What's the point? And then the radio just carried on. So I've often wondered, because there's stuff I would have loved to have done. I'd love to spend more time acting. I'd have loved to have spent, if I moved to London, would have been on the cards or whatever, or certainly in the South somewhere. But it just never happened. But, we're up here, and this is where I brought the kids up, and everything's been cool. We've no actual regrets.
Yeah.
I think if radio were to back in now, whilst it would be a pain, I'd quite like the idea of just having a year to sit down and maybe reset and maybe write some stuff and get involved in other stuff. And but I'm quite happy with where I am. I do the odd voiceover, of course. We do Bangers and Cash on Yesterday TV and all that kind of stuff. So it's all cool. But no, never had an agent. Never.
So did you lot know each other from the clubs then, like Peter and Paddy wasn't a stand-up, was he?
No. Paddy was Peter's mate from school. So
that's a mad way in, isn't it?
I know. I mean, literally. And I mean, well, if things could talk, how it started. The first kind of, I put a night on in Barnsley at the Fealty and Firkin, a pub in Barnsley, and it was me compare a lad called Mark Jackson and Peter Kay, and it was £3 and I sold 36 tickets. And at the end of it, Pete says, I'm doing a thing on Channel 4. Do you want to be in it? I went, yeah, whatever.
Is that where he played all the characters?
That was it. That Peter Kay thing.
Yeah, the bingo hall. And it's great.
So he says, do you want to be in it? So I said, yeah. And I walked back from his car and I said to Nicky, I said, lad over there reckons he's going to be on TV, whatever. Anyway, so he phoned up and we did that Peter Kay thing. And then he did 6 of those, which was for Comedy Lab on Channel 4.
Yeah, I remember. They're great. They were all good. I remember they were.
But Toby, did he not stand out in the club as someone who's special?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, at the time I ran the Lescar, which is a small pub in Sheffield. It used to hold maybe 100 people. And he would turn it on its head. I mean, stunning. And he wasn't the only one either. Jimmy Carr played it and did the same. Alan Carr played it and did the same. It was a great room. But yeah, Peter Wood, people.
And he started to get a following, didn't he? Like up north, like people would kind of go to the clubs he was playing and. Yeah, not massively. Not in the way that kind of Johnny Vegas did. Like Johnny did at the Bulls. And the Frog. Then, when Johnny was on, that was box. People would come. I think Peter may have just gone a bit quick for that because I think it was about 99 that he smashed it to Edinburgh.
Right.
He really 99. Did.
Yeah, I think he got nominated, didn't he, or something?
Yeah. And it was just... It was great. And of course, some people get very sniffy about the kind of, put big lights on garlic bread. That's as simple as you want. When you stood in front of a room of 100 people and they are hanging from you every word, it's a special kind of skill. And he's really got it.
I remember seeing he did, the comedy, live at the Comedy Store. That's where I sort of saw him do stand-up. And do you remember that show? And I was just like, who the fuck? I think they ended up doing, he had the whole show or something. They usually have the, and it was just like, it is a comedy. You go, these aren't jokes. It's just, I can't know what it is. He's just pointing stuff out, and and you're like, but it was mind-boggling. And I was like, I had the same when I saw Daniel Kitson. I was like, what's going on? Well, it's just this different level of sort of.
Daniel Kitson was in it as well, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not fans of each other. Dan doesn't like reminding me he was in it.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but.
Dan was very stiffy about. I mean, bear in mind, I love Dan and no problems with Dan at all. One of the best stand-ups I think we've put out that I can remember. Just amazing. He did it. He didn't like it. He found it too simplistic. He said at the time, and I don't think he'd changed his mind, I believe he said that he thought there was some kind of racist overtones in it, which I didn't see. I saw the bits that he meant, and I don't think they were racist, if I'm honest. I don't think that was the point. The point was to point out the stupidity of it. But he just didn't like it. And him and Pete didn't get on brilliantly on set, and two Perrier nominees knocking heads off each other. So that was a shame, because, like you say, both great kids.
Yeah.
But no, Peter undoubtedly has a presentation about him which is just fab, and he manages to do it. He does do it still in the arenas. I'm not a big fan. Nobody's a big fan of arena comedy, but in a way that that really only Peter can. He makes the stage look quite small.
Yeah, it sort of still feels intimate, and I've never seen any comedy in an arena. Actually, I've never have. But
you did it, didn't you, Toby? Didn't they do Phoenix Nights?
Yeah, we did. I mean, no stand-up. I mean, it's a big room. We did Phoenix Nights live.
I remember. I think you were getting ready for it when I last saw you, or one of the times I saw you. Yeah.
Oh, Alex did it as well, didn't he? I think
Alex did.
Yeah.
Well, it was us that told Alex. He was on that. Well, so anyway, Pete phones up. Do you want to do this live?
That's Alex Lowe, isn't it?
Yeah. So he said, yes, we do. He then said it's all for charity, and everyone, shit. Okay.
I couldn't agree to the date. That's annoying.
Yeah, £5.5 million it ran. And we did, yeah. So we put one night in, and we ended up doing 17 at the arena in Manchester, which is like 15,000 people.
All for charity.
All for charity.
Fucking hell, let's have one night of it.
Not only that.
Get that bloody Harley Davidson, Toby. Still there. No one's wanted it.
Not only that, so because he was all for charity, he came to the bit when he starts off about what expenses you want. And I said, well, look, if you send me a car at night, I don't want any expenses. If you get me there and back, then fine. So I said, yeah, we'll do that. And then they said, well, some nights we'll put you up whatever you want putting up. Brilliant. First night, I said, yeah, I'll stay over the first night. And they put me up in the Lowry, which is the 5-star hotel.
It's nice, that one, isn't it?
There's no swimming pool. So as I checked in, Deck were checking out.
They don't want the room after they've been in there.
Precisely. The gets back from rehearsal. This is the first night rehearsal. Goes to the bar, orders a glass of wine, 17 quid.
Oh, when you got your hand in your pocket now.
I had to phone him up the next morning. I said, get me out of this fucking hotel.
Losing money on the deal.
They put me in a Premier Inn because he got a Toby carving room next to it where it was £4.50 a glass. So I got out the posh hotel. So we did that, and that's when Alex started doing.
Penton,
and we said to him, you need to speak to Pete and ask him if you can have that, because I said, great. character.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the time, the character was as far advanced as I'm getting the word nonce, and that was it.
Yeah.
So he had a word of Peter, and Peter said, "Yeah, take it." And God bless him. He's all the work he's done with this been his own. He's made it really work.
It's got the best first line in it, isn't it? With all the build up, and he goes, "Yeah, right."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it was brilliant. So we did those 17 nights.
What was it like going? How many? 15,000.
15,000.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my head around that because I was talking to someone. I think it was Josh Widdicombe about the Channel 4 Gala show, and he said there was like a delay on the laugh because they're so far away. So you're used to material working, getting a laugh there, and he said there's like a 2-second delay, and he said you never get. You think that time it's not going to get a laugh, so you go, "Duh," and then it comes. Oh my god!
Right.
Yeah. It's the physicality. When you get a big laugh, it actually hits you. It's crackers.
Shit yourself the first night though. Did you do any prep for it? Did you do run-throughs and all that?
Yeah, there's a massive facility just about 10 miles from us, which is on an industrial estate in West Yorkshire, middle of nowhere, and it's the arena rehearsal facility for the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like Kylie and Robbie, because it's expensive to go into an actual arena
Yeah.
and take it for a week when you're just rehearsing. They have this place on the industrial estate where it's got a full rigging and everything, so you put everything in and you fully block out a show, fully rehearse it. It's like 10 minutes away. And it's an amazing place because it's got like the arena downstairs, then it's got the first floor, it's got like 20 bedrooms, then there's a gym, then there's the restaurant, and everybody just piles in like the most famous people in the world. And I said to them, I used to make Inside Out for BBC One. I said, can I come here and do Inside Out? He went, can you fuck? It's supposed to be a secret. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Forgot about that.
Did you try it out in clubs and stuff, or what are you going to do? Or you didn't go straight to the?
No, we didn't do stand-up, thankfully. So me and Edgy, I was the drummer, Edgy was the keyboarder. We did a magic act. So we were taken through it by the chair of the magic circle, and it was this big old thing where a woman appeared from nowhere in a cage and we chopped somebody's head off. And you realise, magicians, they are nicking a living. They're dirty, dirty bastards. All you do is just buy a big trick. Yeah. You've just got to buy a big trick. Yeah. And you buy a big, and they just work.
So you do?
Yeah, you just buy a big trick. Well, you put it on the middle of the stage and it works because it was $2,000. Of course it worked, it was $2,000. So you press the button, all the magic happens, and you go, so that's all we did.
I had an evening at the Magic Circle about 3 or 4 years ago. I was invited by this magician.
Sorry, I've got to nip and help Petra find the car key. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, Toby.
It might be in this drawer.
Yeah, send it over. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry.
But of course, what we had there, the big one for us there was the first night, which is when Ted Robbins had his heart attack.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And that was an absolute stonk.
Did that happen on stage?
Yeah. Yeah, mate, yeah.
What happened?
Right, so we'd been rehearsing with Ted, and Ted's the loveliest bloke. I don't know if you met him. A big mate of Bobby Balls. Just the loveliest bloke.
I saw him do warm-up at a sitcom, and he was fucking amazing.
When I used to do warm-up years ago, and the phone used to ring when Ted was busy. That was the only time I ever got a phone call. So anyway, so he's playing Den Perry. And for 2 days before this show...
He had a heart attack, Joe, on stage.
What?
Yeah.
When he did do you remember? I did the Phoenix
that
Nights.
Rings a bell, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
2 days before...
After it, he was fine off, wasn't he?
It was touch and go. Well, he died on stage. Oh, mate, let me tell you. So 2 days beforehand, he'd not been right. Definitely not been right. There was something wrong with him. And I said to, I think it was Peter, I said, Ted can't go on. He's not right. And he went, go on, then you tell him. And
It's not right, Toby.
he just wasn't there in his head. He just was far away. He was talking quite maudlin, and he wasn't full of himself. He knew there was something wrong. Anyway, so me and Edgy, the first night, 15,000 in, me and Edgy stood waiting in the wings to go on. And what happens is at the end of the first half, Den walks up and starts giving his speech. So he comes up through the trapdoor, starts on, and then starts telling these 70s club jokes. And then says something like more chins than the Chinese phone book. And you're like, what's this? This ain't what we've rehearsed. Yeah. And then he says, oh, I'm just going to have a sit down. Anyway, that's when...
Are you watching from the wings?
Yeah. And that's
And
when
Peter as well. Is everyone there?
No, just me and Steve Edge. Just me and Edgy. So he hits the deck. I think, shit, there's something wrong here. Go on. I run out on stage. I run to him and shout, close the curtains. They close the curtains. He's now dying. It's the start of the second half. I get back. It's the start of the second half. Because this story is really important. What happens then is incredible. Now this is the stories I've been told it. And I've told it a lot and nobody's ever told me I'm wrong. On the way to the gig that night, there's a woman whose brother has got her tickets and offered to drive her there. He's driving her there, her and a mate. They say to him, look, if you're coming and you just go wait for it, you might as well see if there's a spare ticket and come in. They buy him a ticket on his way there and he's sat right up in the gods. Interval happens. They meet him up for a drink. They say there's a seat right next to us on row 2, next to Lenny Henry. You might as well come down and have that. So he goes and sits in that. The thing opens up. Ted comes out to do his speech. He's the deck. I run out. We close the curtains. This bloke, it turns out, is the bloke who trains Mancunian paramedics how to start hearts. He's that good at it. He says to Lenny Henry, I can do something here. Lenny Henry says, get on. He jumps up on the stage and he kept in there 3 hours. Ted was dead. When the ambulance turned up, they said, right, we'll take him and stabilise him. Now this bloke went, you won't. I'll look after him here. Broke 12 ribs and his sternum, which was dead funny because I remember Ted telling us, he says, about 12 ribs of my sternum, and Neil says, yeah, that's not to start your heart, that's just because it's in your act. But he was proper, he was
Where
dead.
were you when all this was happening? Were you...
Well, oh, mate, so I'm stood on stage when, of course, Kate Robbins and all the Emily, all the family came down. So I'm trying to, I'm kind of hugging the women, but kind of move them away from Ted.
Oh, my God.
Who's been worked on by everybody. We then come off, and of course, we've got 15,000 people in this cast.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that, yeah.
They're still there. I'm in a dinner suit. The only people really who are stand-ups, there's Justin, but he's all tiger-faced up. There's Dave Spikey, of course, but they've not seen Spikey yet. Spikey walks out, everybody's going to clap. So there's only me can check everybody out.
They just think this, as far as they know, this could be part of the show.
Part of the show. So I had to walk out and check them all out.
And what did you say? What did you tell them that Ted was ill? And
yeah. I said, look, we've been waiting for a long time to do this, but unfortunately, currently the Phoenix Club's a man down. So I just need you to stand up and really quietly walk out, if you will. And they just stood up like ghosts, turned around and walked out, no muff, until we got back to the hotel. And that's when some people were arseholes coming up to me going, I paid 650 quid on Via Gaga for these tickets, how do I get my money back? I'm like, mate, I'll put you through a wall, get out of the way. Because we thought Ted was dead. When we left, we thought Ted was dead.
Really? Because as far as you knew, it looked so bad?
It was just horrible. It was horrible. And all the cars had gone. All the cars had taken Ted's family to the hospital. But Jason was there, Jason Manford. And Todd Bishop was there, John Bishop. And they ran us, they kind of ferried us to and from the hotel. And everybody was just... it was the worst night. I mean, me and Nicky were there. It was the opening night, so Nicky was there.
It was opening night as well. Shit.
And we just sat there and cried all night, really, to be honest. Got next morning about 5 o'clock.
Where was Peter? Was he there? Was he backstage or just...
He was there, and of course, I mean, we briefly, ever so briefly, had a meeting of kind of everybody just stood around in peace, wondering, what do we do? And it was like, just everybody go home, we'll sort it tomorrow. And Pete was distraught. Everybody was. So 5 o'clock the next morning, I'm walking around Manchester, just I didn't know what to do. And somebody, I think it might be Neil Fitz, rang me. And when he's all right, he's come round. I was like, you're joking. It's nice, he's come round. And that was it. It was just all through that day. Going, that's he's looking all right, he's going to be all right. And we couldn't go see him in hospital because there was a cast of thousands. We couldn't all be going in this 7 or 8 men. But he just got through it, and you see him now. He lost 4 or 5 stone easy. He looks great. He's still working. I mean, he's got 7 or 8 years since it happened, and it was brilliant. But it was genuinely one of the worst things.
When you talk to him, does he remember any of it?
No, not a thing. All he remembers is thinking, I'll just have a sit down.
And then the next thing, saying that, but he doesn't remember, not.
No. But I mean, he was brown bread.
And that's a weird thing you said of him doing material that's just not.
Yeah, just not
What's that? It's
bizarre.
Yes.
Things are shutting down and having an effect on the brain or something.
Yeah. And then the next thing you remember is in hospital. Which is a blessing.
So that fella at the front, that you think there's no way he would have survived without that chap being there in that moment, like a minute after it happened, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that bloke they had him on there for 3 hours. I mean, he was dead at one point, and he got him back. The bloke's a genius. And it was just incredible. So, obviously, he couldn't do the rest of the run.
Yeah, what that's a panic rewrite, 15,000 people.
Yeah, I mean, he's only dead paid, you say what?
And a bump down to earth.
I'll play the drums for the next 3 minutes. Fucking he's done. But we didn't tell the caterers, so we always got his dinner. And he ordered a lot of dinner. And then on the final night, we're all doing our bit at the end where we do the big sing-song, and you turn around to where there's supposed to be this map of Peter walking across Africa, and we turn around and there it is, and it's Ted from the Hotel Bedford's wife.
No.
Which is which was great. So it was it was a great deal of fun, really. The whole thing was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But I imagine afterwards, after you've been through that, there's a level of, who gives a shit, let's just go and enjoy, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There ought to be that a lot, though, didn't they, Joe? And there ain't. There's how many times I get this every time you're at the funeral. Everyone's going, "Oh, we only see each other at funerals these days. We ought to get together. We ought to take life less seriously." And the next thing you know, you're trying to write another 12 things and pay another 7 bills, and you're still letting it all get on top of you, aren't you?
Yeah. What about your little experience, Toby? Have you changed? I know you said you sort of stopped drinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's odd, isn't it? Because what we do for a living, really, is we're really lucky in that there's a job that you started off as a hobby.
Mm.
So even retirement doesn't sound that much fun because you'd go back to doing what you were doing anyway.
Yeah.
So I honestly think if I was carried on, if I was a salesman like I used to be, I'd be looking at slowing down now. But I'm not that bothered because I quite enjoy doing radio. I quite enjoy doing stand-up. I enjoy running clubs and enjoy writing stuff. So that's the stuff I'd do if I didn't have to anyway.
Yeah.
So we're really lucky in that, I think.
Oh, 100%.
Every now and then somebody just says, can you come and guest on my telly show or come and do Phoenix Nights Live? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just thinking,
would-
like, everyone in that show went on to have a career, didn't they?
Absolutely, mate. I mean, Steve Edge has done brilliantly. I mean, Steve Edge is great. Justin's doing great stand-up. Archie, literally everybody, and of course, Sean was in there who went on to Car Share with Pete.
They went to drama school together, didn't they?
Yeah. Sally Lindsay, of course, has done brilliant. I mean, what she's...
You know Sally, don't you, Joe?
I do, yeah. She's brilliant.
Yeah, she's great. She's lovely. I mean, we used to pick her up. She used to run a pub in Gordon. Jesus Christ. I never used to turn the car off when we picked her up. It was like, get her in quick.
I'll text her in a minute.
But she's wonderful. She's great.
She's fantastic fun.
Honestly, it was really weird. It was really weird because it's 20 odd years ago. And honestly, the whole team could work.
I can't get my head around it's 20 years ago.
I know.
That's-
I was just thinking, fucking everyone's getting old.
But it's like, for me, it's like a modern day sitcom. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an old
it's not.
sitcom.
Yeah, it's 20 years ago.
But, like, youngsters will have to find it. You know what I mean? It won't be...
If they can. I mean, it's how dear practice now. But literally, when we all got back in the studio together after, I think it was after 17 years when we did live, it was literally like we'd not been apart.
It's just Peter. I don't know what's the fact he hasn't been in the spotlight, but is he just getting on with his life, not missing it, or?
I'm missing it, but I'm mad, mate. I mean, that's why the tour.
Okay.
I mean, this tour's going to be. It's just crazy.
Going to 2025, or did I say?
2025, yeah.
What commitment, though? What are you going to do? Like 18 months of touring?
It's just crazy. And I mean, honestly, John, I'm not messing you about. 4 months ago, I get a phone call. He's thinking about touring. Can he stop at our house in September? Because he's going to rehearse it at Sheffield Arena, September 21, 22, 23. So we have a house that I put the acts up in at the weekend in our village. Can he have that house that weekend? That's about 2 months ago. Now, as it ended up, he didn't stop in the house. He went home because he was finished early every night. But that was when he rehearsed it 2 months ago. And then he's put it on sale, and it's going through to 2025.
Fuck.
It's just
Has he been doing clubs? Has he been trying it out, or?
apparently I think he's done 3. Kind of quick
Hold on.
goes.
What, he's done 3 tryouts.
Yeah.
Is he a genius or mad or something? Because that seems like not much prep.
Yeah. I mean, all he's going to do is talk about Big Light, isn't it?
You may be oversimplifying, but I get your point.
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine he's been hell to live with during lockdown, I would imagine. Because he never... He's done plenty of practice to Susan and the kids. Yeah. There's no two ways about it. By the time it finishes in 2025, it'll be polished.
Ready to go out on tour.
Fantastic.
You go in the last week, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But I mean, look at the set. I mean, it's just crazy.
I don't know much about it. Is it all arenas around the world or around the UK or what?
UK, all arenas. He's doing the O2 in London as a residency monthly for 18 months. Every month he's doing the O2 for 18 months.
Like that sounds like you do a residency at a pub.
Yeah, he's doing the O2. But yeah, it's just like 5 nights this arena, 10 nights that arena. It's just crazy.
Does he have support? Or is it just him?
No, it's just him. It's just him. It's him.
Cheeky little giggle from Toby.
It's him in his own car that Gordon drives around. He's so. I mean, when he did Sheffield, he says to me, "Yeah, come and I'll see you in the interval. You can." And he said, "You can drink out the minibar." Okay, I got there. All I got in it was Lucozade because he don't drink the shit. It is proper. He tours on an absolute budget. It's just him and Gordon in the car.
Who's Gordon?
Gordon, his man.
He's Gordon the man.
Gordon Isaac.
You met
Gordon.
Gordon?
I mean, Gordon. He takes tours around. He takes Jensen round, and he did Phoenix Night. Gordon.
Gordon. You mean Gordon?
Gordon.
Gordon. Man, stop saying we don't know who Gordon is. Gordon knows who Gordon is.
Gordon makes stuff happen, but Peter doesn't tour like Aerosmith. He just turns up. Not any pops.
Fuck me.
So yeah, so it's going to be. I mean, it's just immense. It's just It's just incredible.
Yeah.
Obviously,
What's it like for you, Toby, seeing someone you sort of did the clubs with and you did that, just seeing someone play that sort of venue?
Yeah.
Do you go, oh, I wouldn't mind a bit of that, or it would have been nice to have it, or you're like, I'm not interested in that?
Oh no, I think it's a stand-up. Yeah, of course you want to have a go.
Yeah. Fuck
I do. But you know what? I think there's no point thinking. We all know really, really good people who've not made it just because of some luck.
there's loads of luck in it.
Of course, it's. We also got some. We know some dross as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are turning out big rooms
Yeah.
because of the same amount of luck. And I think if you start worrying about it, you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point? What is the point?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, that
know,
sounds like a stressful couple of years ahead for him, though. Fuck me.
I'd be awful. You have to count all that money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once you get into like millions, it's like,
Doesn't Gordon count the money?
no, nobody counts the money. Only Peter counts the money.
Thanks, Toby. Is there anything you want to plug, or?
No, mate, no, just
No?
It was so lovely to see your face, I tell
Yeah.
you. You were right,
Oh,
David.
enjoyed it.
David was like, oh, you'll love it when you turn. Because we do this thing, I don't know if David told you, I turn, you have to be facing the back and it feels horrible. Because you have to spin around like the voice. It was so nice it was you, Toby. I genuinely, it was so lovely.
that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I've really enjoyed it.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice
Really
seeing you
enjoyed
again,
it.
And
Toby.
thanks for the. I think it's my favourite start to a pod we've ever done. 15 minutes of
for
you.
the first 35 minutes.
No, it's great. It's been lovely. Thank you.
I need a wire, a nondescript wire.
Still not right. Still not right.
Get on eBay, Toby. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you never have to work again.
That's my drone license.
Yeah. Why don't you plug your club, Toby?
Because I don't tell the taxman about it.